Hello, warm welcome to our comprehensive news package for the day on OGTV, the People's Telly. I am Adewale Dosumu. First, the highlights. President Tinubu orders 5-year National Security Threat Assessment Strategic Defense Operations Plan. Federal government halts payment for unauthorized foreign trips by appointees. Governor Abiodun welcomes ADC, PDP world leaders into APC fold. Inspector General of Police reads Riot Act ahead of 2027 general elections. And US President Trump threatens economic punishment on any country helping Iran. Anyone who has ever made anything of importance was disciplined. You can watch us live on Facebook at OGTV and Ogun State Television, YouTube at OGTV Abeokuta, on an OGTV website www.ogtv.com.ng/live. For the latest news and reports, check us on these platforms: X at OGTV, Instagram at Ogun State Television, or download OGTV app on Apple Store and Google Play Store. President Bola Tinubu has approved the immediate preparation of a comprehensive national threat assessment and a rolling 5-year strategic defense operations plan to strengthen coordination across Nigeria's defense, intelligence, and security capabilities. The President's Special Advisor on Homeland Security, Adeyinka Famadewa, will coordinate and provide secretariat support for the 11-man committee the President constituted to draft the Strategic Defense Operations Plan. President Tinubu gave the directive during the Federal Executive Council meeting at the State House, Abuja, stressing the need for a coherent framework to address evolving security threats nationwide. The President said the new framework will provide a common understanding of the threats facing the nation, the operational objectives to be achieved, and the capabilities required to address them. According to him, recent security successes, including the rescue of pupils and teachers abducted in Uriri local government area of Oyo State, demonstrated the importance of improved coordination among defense, security, and intelligence agencies. Under the presidential directive, the committee may also consult or co-opt representatives of other ministries, departments, and agencies where their participation is required. President Tinubu directed the committee to commence work immediately and submit the completed National Threats Assessment and Strategic Defense Operations Plan for his consideration and approval within 90 days. The Vice President, Senator Kashim Shettima, has described infrastructure development as a means of creating and distributing opportunities across the country, saying a nation becomes congested when opportunities are limited. Shettima stated these while commissioning the 33.5-kilometer LLA Egbeda Omoku dual carriageway in Rivers State. The road, awarded in March 2024 with a completion period of 24 months, includes a 99-meter bridge and is expected to improve connectivity, transportation, and economic activities across the benefiting communities. According to the Vice President, every piece of infrastructure creates another opportunity for citizens, stressing that the responsibility of government is to ensure that such opportunities are spread across the country. He said President Bola Tinubu is satisfied with the completion of the road and the possibilities it offers the people of Rivers State. Shettima commended Governor Siminalayi Fubara on behalf of the President for committing public funds to the mega project, describing the development as consistent with the federal government's commitment to deploying resources for the betterment of citizens and the society. Ogun State Governor Prince Dapo Abiodun has formally welcomed former world leaders of the People's Democratic Party (PDP) and African Democratic Congress (ADC) from Ijebu North, Ijebu East, Ijebu Northeast, and Odogbolu local government areas of Ogun East Senatorial District into the All Progressives Congress (APC). Governor Abiodun described the APC as the party to beat in Ogun State, saying he found it difficult to understand why people continue to remain in opposition parties despite the repeated electoral defeats. Governor's Office correspondent Yusuf Ganiu reports.
As next year's general elections draw nearer, the APC family in Ogun State continues to welcome defectors from other political parties. Governor Abiodun and other leaders of the All Progressives Congress warmly received former world leaders of the People's Democratic Party (PDP) and African Democratic Congress (ADC) from Ijebu North, Ijebu East, Ijebu Northeast, and Odogbolu local government areas of Ogun East Central District into the All Progressives Congress (APC). The governor urged the new APC members to become apostles of the party and the renewed hope agenda of President Bola Tinubu, assuring them that a proper rally will soon be organized to formally celebrate their entry into the ruling party. He also assured the defectors that they would not be disappointed and will enjoy the dividends of democracy under the APC-led administration.
And this is the first government in Ogun State to be government mi to parí ẹ̀. Ara so mo fẹ́ dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ gbogbo yín pé ẹ tiẹ̀ wò ó wọ́n pè yín ẹ gbọ́ ẹlòmíì ti ṣetán pé òun lọ bá ń ba òun ti wọ ẹ̀yìn ẹlòmíì wò pé ṣáàjẹ́ ló gbọ́ nǹkan tó máa sọ ìyẹn náà bad because ó dàbí lójú pé after èyí ẹ̀ tó ní bójú wẹ̀yìn mọ́.
Secretary of the PDP in Ijebu East local government, Chief Michael Bakare, thanked Governor Abiodun for giving the people of Imobi the honor of having a traditional ruler, saying their decision to join the APC was a decision to leave retrogression behind and embrace progress. The ADC chairman in Ijebu Northeast local government, Honorable Erinle Okpoluwa Samuel, commended the development taking place across Ogun State, saying the decision to join the APC was one they ought to have made a long time ago.
The trends of what is going on in this present government, and I think this our Excellency Governor Dapo Abiodun is really trying. I can even say he's one of the governors that I've seen that he has worked so far, and his work is feasible. So these are what I saw, that belonging to the opposition party does not help the situation. I can also give my own quota in this present government. That's why we decided that we should join the moving train so that we can do the government together, contribute our own quota together, and work together with the present government.
The best bet, or the reason why I joined APC, is that if you don't join a winning team, we just be turning around. So that's the more reason, because we have been in this PDP for long, over 12 years, but nothing to achieve. Then we believe if I could join or we join, maybe we could benefit.
In their separate remarks, former PDP chairman of Ward 2, Ijebu North, chairman of Ward 6, Ijebu North, Prince Adeyemi Adewale, and Ajibadele Ward chairman in Ijebu East local government, Honorable Adedokun Kazim, said it was time to leave the opposition and join what they describe as the train of development under Governor Abiodun. Yusuf Ganiyu, OGTV News.
The Nigerian Police Force has stated unequivocally that it will not tolerate the recruitment or mobilization of young Nigerians for political violence before, during, or after the forthcoming general elections. The police also warned that it will not tolerate the possession or use of weapons for electoral purposes, attacks on political opponents, intimidation of voters, destruction of public or private property, or any other criminal conduct disguised as political participation. The Inspector General of Police, IGP Olatunji Disu, who made this commitment in Abuja at the National Youth Leadership and Security Dialogue to commemorate International Youth Day 2026 with the theme, Different Contexts, Common Aspirations, emphasized that it recognizes and respects the constitutional rights of Nigerians to participate in political activities, support political parties, express their opinions, and campaign for candidates of their choice, provided such activities remain peaceful and lawful, but will not support lawlessness and bad behavior. Speaking further at the dialogue organized by the police force, the IGP maintained that as Nigeria approaches another important electoral season, the dialogue could not have come at a more appropriate time. He appealed to political leaders and actors across the political spectrum not to recruit young people to fight their political parties' battles. ADJ Yayi Independent Campaign Group has officially commenced its grassroots campaign ahead of the 2027 general elections with a rally held at Akute Ajuwa Ward 6, Ifo Constituency 2 in Ifo local government area of Ogun State. Director General of the campaign group, Chief Uluwole Enilolubo, said the group's focus is on grassroots mobilization, inclusive participation, and strengthening the party's chances of translating grassroots support into electoral victory. He said the campaign is aimed at mobilizing support for Honorable Adijat Adele for the Ifo Iwekuru Federal Constituency seat in the House of Representatives, Senator Solomon Olamileko Adiola Yayi for governor, as well as other APC candidates in the 2027 elections. Margaret Okulola has the details.
In line with the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC timetable for the commencement of campaigns for the 2027 Presidential and National Assembly elections, ADJ Yayi Independent Campaign Group has taken its campaign to the grassroots, beginning from Akute Ajuwa Ward 6 in Ifo Constituency 2, Ifo local government area of Ogun State. Director General of the group, Chief Uluwole Enilolubo, said the group used the campaign to rally support for its candidates and engage directly with residents ahead of the 2027 elections.
The AICG is an independent campaign organization established to passionately propagate the vision, value, program, aspiration, and ensure victory for our principal, Honorable Adijat Adele, in the National Assembly election. Senator Solomon Olamileko Adiola Yayi in the governorship election, and for all APC candidates across the board.
The campaign attracted party leaders, chieftains, government functionaries, and other stakeholders who expressed support for the candidates, particularly Honorable Adijat Adeleye, who is seeking election to represent the Ifo Iwekuru Federal Constituency in the House of Representatives.
The vision of our leader, the leadership of the party, was well defined, and same is being followed to the letter. And the only way we can continue with that good work is to have a good representation on the platform of APC.
She's humble, she's hardworking, and she's a straightforward person. I am giving her all moral, financial, and whatever support she needs.
She's a grassroots politician. He is doing a lot of things in this community for everybody.
The system we are, the very people we are now, we have to support one another. You support your woman very well, they will not rise also.
All women in Ewekoro and Ifo, we should support Adija because she's a woman, and woman that you can follow, that will never regret in your life.
Addressing supporters, Honorable Adijat Muturayo Adeleye reaffirmed her commitment to the people of Ifo and Ewekoro Federal Constituency while calling for their support as she seeks to represent the constituency at the National Assembly.
The only thing I can tell them is that I will not disappoint them. When you have the caliber of people that are here today standing by you, you have the challenge. God has given me the resources I need to succeed, that I need to excel. So all I can tell them is that by the grace of God, inshallah, I will not disappoint.
With political activities now gaining momentum, the campaign group says it will intensify grassroots mobilization across wards and communities with a focus on engaging women, youths, traditional institutions, artisans, traders, professionals, and other stakeholders in the electoral process. Margaret Okulola, OGTV News.
Ondo State Governor Lucky Aiyedatiwa has approved the appointment of 1 commissioner, 3 special advisors, and 1,000 political aides as part of efforts to strengthen governance and improve service delivery across the state. Confirming the appointment, the Chief Press Secretary to the Governor, Ebenezer Adenio, said the appointments comprise 90 senior special assistants and 910 special assistants, while Erelu Taibat Yemi Olorutoba from Akoko Northwest Local Government Area has been nominated as a commissioner for special duties. Olorutoba's name has been forwarded to the Ondo State House of Assembly for screening and confirmation. The 3 special advisors appointed by the governor are Abimbola Fajulu from Ileoluji Okeibo Local Government Area, Special Advisor on Environment, Chief Ade Adeniyi from Ondo West Local Government Area, Special Advisor on Rural and Community Development, and Mr. Muiwa Oguyemi from Akoko Northeast Local Government Area, Special Advisor on Transportation. The state government said the full list of senior special assistants and special assistants will be released later. According to the statement, the governor said the appointments take immediate effect. Still to come on the news, federal government halts payment for unauthorized foreign trips by appointees. Do join us for details of these and more after the break.
Excuse me, ma. This is your 100% in my year.
Babes, are you sure you want to spend this much on hair?
Since your landlord just increased rent, I saved for this one separately on money points.
No, you say you save on money points?
Yes.
This madam money points here, the array of yard his target savings money points I used to have it. The rest of this my sub, his fees savings money points I used to do it. The salary of this my staff is save as you transact, son.
Jennifer, money point save as you transact. Money point fixed savings and money point target savings.
What's up? Why did I tell her to contribute to it? Why should they? Come on, oh, you go give your money to Adaku to save. You see money points accounts there. You know, go open a savings account. Now Adaku you shoot. I beg everybody inside this my salon. Oh, yeah, bring out your phone and download the money points app now. Even you. What are you waiting for?
Download the Money Point banking app now and start saving the bank you can trust.
Money Point, made for your progress.
Oh yeah, make with us now. Yes, yeah.
Morning, everyone. Here's to a tough day. Here's to living the creamy and delicious life.
We go dance until the morning light. Everything is feeling right tonight. Baby.
Have a top day with Top Cafe.
Glad to know that you are still there, and in case you're just joining us, you're watching the comprehensive news package for the day on OGTV Abeokuta. The federal government has directed all ministries, departments and agencies, MDAs, to stop processing payments for official foreign trips undertaken by government appointees without prior approval from the Office of the Secretary to the Government of the Federation. The directive was contained in a circular issued by the Secretary to the Government of the Federation, George Akume, and addressed to the Chief of Staff to the President, all ministers, heads of civil service, chiefs of federal agencies, and chief executives of parastatals and government-owned companies. The circular noted that despite existing regulations, some foreign government appointees continue to embark on official foreign trips without obtaining prior approval from the Office of the Secretary to the Government of the Federation. Contrary to the extant government directives, and establish administrative procedures. According to the document, the government has issued at least 5 previous circulars since 2012 to regulate foreign travel by cabinet members and public officials. But instances of non-compliance continue to be recorded, a trend it said undermines the government's efforts to ensure proper coordination, accountability, transparency, and prudent management of public resources. The circular directed that accounting officers, permanent secretaries, chief executive officers, and heads of federal government agencies shall ensure that no expenditure relating to official foreign travel by government appointees is processed unless the requisite office of the Secretary to the Government of the Federation. Foreign missions and embassies accredited to Nigeria are also to be formally notified that applications for official diplomatic or service visas by appointees should be accompanied by valid OSGF's travel approval. The Ogun State Governor, Prince Dapo Abiodun, has commissioned community-based projects executed across the 16 wards of Ado-Odota local government area of Ogun State. The projects, which cut across education, infrastructure, electricity, and environmental beautification, are aimed at improving the living conditions of residents and accelerating development at the grassroots. Olaide Oloye Sholade reports.
Residents, royal fathers, stakeholders, and other dignitaries converged on the Ado-Odota local government secretariat for the commissioning ceremony of various community-based projects executed by the local government's chairman, Honorable Wasiu Lawal. The Ogun State Governor, Prince Dapo Abiodun, was represented by the Commissioner for Local Government and Chieftaincy Affairs, Honorable Ganiu Amzat. In his keynote address, Honorable Ganiu Amzat highlights the importance of grassroots development, noting that the projects were designed to respond to the needs of communities across the local government.
I want to say a very big congratulations, because it's one thing to have money, it is another to make good use of those funds. You can see grading of roads, solar powered lights, renovation of schools, and so many others. So I want to say a very big thank you and congratulations to you.
Speaking on the achievements of the administration at the local government level, the chairman of Ado-Odota local government, Honorable Wasiu Lawal, expressed appreciation to the state government for its support and commitment to improving infrastructure across the area.
Today, most of the sons and daughters of Alaputi who taught commercial activities in the area can never be reinstalled are now praising the local government for restoring their dignity.
The commissioning commenced with the laying of asphalt and beautification of the chairman's office premises, performed by the Olota Vota Oba Adeyemi Obalanlege.
The government needs funding in order to run all these services, so I want to call on them to please continue to pay their tax.
The team thereafter moved to various wards to commission other projects, including a renovated block of 4 classrooms with offices at Ibesa, and transformer and energizer project at Alaputi. At each project location, community stakeholders and residents commend the state government for bringing development closer to the people.
And he has also assured us today that he's coming back to attend to the other 2 blocks, which is also reassuring for the people of Ibesa that we are having the touch and presence of government.
When he came in, he said one of his cardinal objective or point is, sincerity and prudence, and surely he kept to the promise.
The local government's chairman, Honorable Wasiu Lawal, pledged that the council would sustain its commitment to people-oriented projects and continue to work with the state government and communities towards further development of Ado-Odota. Olaide Oloye Sholade, OGTV News.
The Ogun State government has reiterated its commitment to driving sustainable industrial growth and delivering high-value investments across the state. Speaking at the official installation of the Alagbele of Agbele Asha Oba Ramon Ajibade Abiseko in Yewa North, the Commissioner for Local Government and Chieftaincy Affairs, Honorable Ganiu Amzat, urged residents to support government initiatives designed to boost the local economy. The report is presented from our studios.
The people of Agbele Asa community, alongside numerous well-wishers, gathered in high spirits to witness the historic installation of the first ever traditional ruler of the area. During the official presentation of the staff of office and instrument of appointment, Ogun State Commissioner for Local Government and Chieftaincy Affairs, Honorable Ganiu Amzat, represented by the Permanent Secretary of the Ministry, Dr. Rotimi Akilisi, urged the new monarch to view his ascension as a call to higher service and to foster strong cooperation with neighboring traditional rulers across Yoruba land and Ogun State to accelerate regional development.
Land grabbing prohibition law. Ajagunbalẹ̀ wọ́n ní kábíyèsí gbọ́dọ̀ rí pé ọ̀rọ̀ ilẹ̀ tó ń dìjà táwọn lọ́lẹ̀ onílẹ̀ ilẹ̀ ìjọba tó lọ́kọ̀ kan sí wọ́n ní kábíyèsí gbọ́dọ̀ rí pé ìgbàlẹ̀ òkúròkùnrin sí ìlú.
Delivering his goodwill message at the ceremony, the Olu of Ilaro and paramount ruler of Yewa land, Oba Kehinde Olugbeme, represented by the Olu of Imashai, Oba Lukman Kuye, joined other distinguished guests in extending warm congratulations. The monarch admonished the new traditional ruler to maintain unwavering support for constituted authorities while promoting unity and peaceful coexistence within the traditional council.
We will continue to appreciate the governor of Ogun State for standing there with we traditional rulers and supporting us at every strata.
We all agree that where a community exists without a leader, without a king, there will be a lot of unresolved issues that you have to move from one area to another to get it done. In order to have somebody, a king in place now, I think to a larger extent, most of problems in that community will be addressed.
The people of Agbele Asa has been anticipating this moment for a long time. We are all happy.
In his acceptance speech, the newly installed Alagbelu of Agbele Asa, Oba Raymond Ajibade Abiseko, expressed profound gratitude to Ogun State Governor Prince Dapo Abiodun for his continuous commitments to the growth and infrastructure of Yewa land. Oba Raymond Ajibade Abiseko further issued an earnest call to all sons and daughters of Agbele Asa community, both at home and in the diaspora, to return and invest in the sustainable development of their fatherland.
And support for institutions, for government and institutions. As I attend this sacred school, I expect that under my grace, the Agbele Asa Kingdom will continue to be a reliable partner in progress with the government of Ogun State.
The event concluded on a celebratory note as dignitaries, traditional rulers, and community members joined the newly crowned monarch on the dance floor to mark the milestone occasion. The people of
the federal government, through Rural Electrification Agency, REA, is set to launch the Renewable Asset Management Company as Nigeria's strategic answer to long-term energy financing. The managing director of the Rural Electrification Agency, Dr. Abba Abubakar Aliyu, disclosed that the launch of RAMCO, which heralds a new era of advancing distributed renewable energy access in Nigeria, is built to hold in Abuja. The REA MD disclosed that RAMCO is intended to provide a specialized platform for the professional management, optimization, and long-term sustainability of renewable energy assets. He noted that Nigeria's renewable energy opportunity is significant given its large population, solar resources, growing renewable energy developer ecosystem, and legal framework under the Electricity Act of 2023. He urged that the country now needs institutions capable of connecting renewable energy infrastructure with long-term private capital. According to him, if properly structured and commercially disciplined, RAMCO could become a bridge between public infrastructure and private investment, while helping Nigeria move from a model focused primarily on infrastructure deployment to one centered on asset sustainability, productivity, and capital recycling. The Nigerian Legion has commemorated its 62nd anniversary with a call for the repositioning of the organization to meet contemporary realities and improve the welfare of veterans. The celebration, which also marked Ogun State Veterans Day, was held at the Nigerian Legion Ogun State Headquarters, Ibara-Abeokuta, bringing together veterans, government representatives, military personnel, and other stakeholders to celebrate years of service while charting a new course for the organization. Testimony Kolomalafe has the details.
62 years of service, sacrifice, and commitment to the nation took center stage in Abeokuta as veterans and stakeholders gathered to commemorate the anniversary of the Nigerian Legion. Speaking at the event, the Ogun State chairman of the Nigerian Legion stressed the importance of sustained support for veterans and improved welfare for members of the organization.
For 62 years, the Nigerian Legion has stood for service, sacrifice, and solidarity. Today, we honor our veterans who gave so much for the peace and unity of Nigeria. We remember those who paid the supreme price, and we celebrate the resilience of their widow and dependents.
The special advisor to the Ogun State Governor on Security called for stronger employment opportunities and the establishment of a reliable digital database for members of the Legion.
The Legion should strengthen programs covering healthcare, just as we have here today, housing, pensions, employment, education, and entrepreneurship. A reliable digital database of veterans should be developed, as it will help identify their needs and ensure that welfare services reach the appropriate beneficiaries.
The Permanent Secretary, Bureau of Security and Intelligence, Ogun State, highlighted the state government's support for repositioning the Legion and improving the welfare of veterans.
The state government accords special care and recognition to officers that have served the state. Pensions are paid regularly and their welfares are of importance.
At the anniversary lecture, the guest lecturer stressed the need for Nigerian Legion to embrace new ideas and adapt to contemporary realities while preserving its legacy.
Veterans must become mentors. Don't look down on yourself. One of the greatest assets you possess is your experience that you have gathered with time. There are young Nigerians who need to hear your stories. They need to learn discipline. They need to understand responsibility that you have carried with time. They need to learn what it means to serve something greater than oneself.
The celebration also featured awards to the serving veterans and empowerment initiatives aimed at supporting members of the Legion, while the event ended with renewed calls for greater attention to the welfare, dignity, and contributions of veterans to national development. Testimony Komalafe, OGTV News.
Moving to some business reports now. Foreign exchange by end users in Nigeria fell by 35.23% to $3.42 billion in April 2026, easing pressure on the dollar market as the Naira recorded modest gains. Data from the Central Bank of Nigeria showed that foreign exchange utilization across economic sectors declined during the month, while the Naira strengthened at the official market. The monthly average exchange rate improved 1.38% to 1,361 Naira 22 kobo per dollar in April from 1,379 Naira 98 kobo in March. At the end of the month, the Naira closed at 1,374 Naira per dollar at the Nigerian foreign exchange market, compared with 1,386 Naira at the end of March. Visible imports accounted for 41.92% of the total foreign exchange utilization, while invisible imports represented the remaining 58.08%. The International Energy Agency has warned that the LPG crisis triggered by the disruption of the Strait of Hormuz in threatening Africa's progress in clean cooking, with sharply high prices putting the fuel beyond the reach of many households and potentially worsening exposure to deadly household air pollution. The warning comes amid the continued reliance of nearly 2 billion people worldwide on wood, charcoal and other polluting fuels for cooking, a practice linked to 2.5 million premature deaths annually from household air pollution, and according to the IEA's latest clean cooking reports. The agency said half of the nearly 2 billion people without access to clean cooking live in Africa, while progress in expanding access has accelerated but remains insufficient to keep pace with population growth. The development is significant for Nigeria, where LPG has become an increasingly important alternative to firewood, charcoal and kerosene for household cooking. A sustained rise in LPG prices would force some low-income households to return to more polluting cooking fuels. The National Onion Producers, Processors and Marketers Association of Nigeria has lifted its suspension on onion exports from Nigeria to Ghana with immediate effect. Renewed engagements aimed at resolving challenges affecting cross-border trade. The association, in a public notice signed by its president, Alhaji Aliyu Maitasanu, said the decision followed consultations with relevant stakeholders, including the Ministries of Trade of Nigeria and Ghana, diplomatic authorities, ECOWAS and other institutions. NOPMAN had earlier suspended onion exports to Ghana under unresolved difficulties confronting Nigeria and Nigerian onion traders and exporters in the Ghanaian market. The challenges reportedly centered on the reception, allocation and